Hello, and welcome back to Psychology Market. Today, we're going to talk about something that impacts every single one of us, whether we realize it or not: habit formation. Think about your day. From the moment you wake up, you're likely engaging in a series of automatic behaviors. You reach for your phone, you brush your teeth, you make your coffee. These aren't conscious decisions every single time. They're habits. And understanding how these habits are formed and how we can consciously shape them is a powerful tool for healing, for growth, and for creating a life that truly serves us. For so long, we've thought of habits as being purely about willpower. If you wanted to exercise more, you just had to want it enough, right? But the science tells a different story. Habits are deeply ingrained neurological pathways. They're the brain's way of saving energy. When we repeat an action, especially in response to a specific cue, and followed by a reward, our brain strengthens those connections, making the behavior more automatic. This is, in many ways, a beautiful and efficient design. Imagine having to consciously decide how to walk or how to chew your food every single time. It would be exhausting. But this efficiency can also become a trap. When we've developed habits that aren't serving us, maybe it's scrolling endlessly through social media when we know we should be resting, or reaching for unhealthy snacks when we're stressed, these same neurological pathways are working against us. And that's where the empathy comes in. It's not a moral failing if you struggle to break a bad habit. It's your brain doing what it's been wired to do. The key isn't to beat yourself up, but to understand the mechanism and then gently, intentionally rewire it. James Clear, in his phenomenal book, Atomic Habits, breaks down habit formation into a simple, actionable 4-step process. He calls them the 4 laws of behavior change: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Let's start with make it obvious. This is about cues. Our habits are triggered by something in our environment. If you want to drink more water, leave a water bottle on your desk. If you want to read more, leave a book on your bedside table. You want to make the cue for your desired habit impossible to miss. Conversely, to break a bad habit, you need to make the cue invisible. If you find yourself mindlessly snacking, put the snacks in a cupboard you rarely open. Out of sight, out of mind. Next, make it attractive. Our brains are more likely to adopt a habit if it feels appealing. This can be as simple as associating the habit with something you already enjoy. Love your morning coffee? Pair that with 5 minutes of reading. Or, as Clear suggests, you can use temptation bundling. This means pairing an action you want to do with an action you need to do. So you only get to listen to your favorite podcast while you're exercising. Suddenly, exercise feels a lot more appealing. The third law is make it easy. This is about reducing friction. The easier a habit is to perform, the more likely you are to do it. If your goal is to exercise, don't start by aiming for an hour-long gym session. Start with 5 minutes of stretching. Or set out your workout clothes the night before. Lower the barrier to entry. For bad habits, you want to do the opposite. Make it difficult. If you want to reduce screen time, delete the most addictive apps from your phone or set time limits. Finally, and perhaps most importantly for long-term change, is make it satisfying. Our brains are wired to repeat behaviors that provide immediate rewards. If a habit doesn't feel good, or if the reward is too far in the future, it's hard to stick with it. This is where immediate positive reinforcement comes in. For a good habit, find a way to reward yourself as soon as you complete it. Did you go for that 5-minute walk? Give yourself a little pat on the back, or enjoy a healthy treat. For breaking a bad habit, you might track your progress and visually see how much you're improving, which can be incredibly satisfying. The beauty of this framework is that it's not about brute force or self-punishment. It's about understanding your own psychology and working with your brain, not against it. It's about making small, incremental changes that add up over time. Remember, healing and personal growth are not about overnight transformations. They are about consistent, compassionate effort. So, start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate every tiny victory. You've got this.